morning, everybody. Welcome back to Oakley Wood. It's really early here this morning. The ogre of Oakley Wood, my husband, had to wake up early this morning to go in. They had some surgeries early this morning at the animal shelter, so he's gone to do that. It's still dark out here, but I think I have plenty of lights on, and so we can get into this video. The other day when I was showing you my journal, I showed you this little interactive card that I made, and I wanted to tell you how I made it. It's pretty easy, but I thought I'd go ahead and show you. This is good for a junk journal of Halloween theme or of divination theme, witchy theme, fortune teller type theme. And so if you can see here, we've got some fame, fortune, or endless love here. I don't know if my camera is going to do that. And it's, just a simple little interactive. You can turn it around, hand it to somebody like this, and they close their eyes, and wherever they land the planchette, that's their fortune for the day. It's just a little interactive tag for inside of your journal. And I've got some tickets down here. So it's create your own future and choose your own path. So I have outward, inward bound ticket and a bus ticket. I thought that all went together really well. Now I wanted to tell you where I got this planchette tag from. This is from the Book of Shadows Journal Kit 2 by RetroFantasy on Etsy. And this is what the page looks like. There's a whole bunch of pages in that kit. And this planchette one is the one I used. And then you need one for the back. And for today, I went ahead and just cut out the blue one as well, instead of printing out another page, as I had on this one. So, alright, so you need two of those. And then for in the middle here, the screen type fabric, what I have is I have a whole bunch of this. I don't remember what I was going to make with it, but whatever I was going to make, I didn't, so I have a whole bunch left. And that's pretty see-through, so I used a couple of pieces of that, one on each tag, so that it gives enough color. If I put just one in between there, I think it was too, like you couldn't tell anything was there. So if you put two of them, it gives a better screen. Alright, now as you can see, I cut out the tags, and the original one here, the hole for to staple the hole through, it's kind of large. That's a really large hole. So I used some of these to cover up that hole, and then I just punched the size hole I really wanted in there. So that's one way you can do that. Now the reason why we have two is because you're going to glue on the back that fabric, and that way you can glue them together. It won't show the back side, and then also when you're turning it around, if it happens to get turned over, why it still looks nice. Alrighty, so, and I did cut the hole with scissors because these little punchy things won't reach over to the right space, So I punched a hole, cut it with scissors, and then I also burned it. You can see there. And now if you are going to do that, which I don't recommend you do, you have to be very careful, right? It's paper, you light it, it burns, you try to blow it out, it keeps burning, right? Because your breath gives the fire some energy to go. So you really have to like stomp it out with your fingers your fingers could get burned. So if you're going to do that, just be really, really careful. I went ahead and did it because I thought it looked cute, better, nicer, more finished, you know. This little thing is called a planchette, if you'll remember from the Ouija board. Okay, and so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac because it's fabric and I want it to stick really well. And this rainbow fabric that I have, I went ahead and picked out a piece that was more pink. Come on, glue. It's about time to add some thinner in here, I think. You know how the Fabri-Tac gets toward the end of its life here. It's getting really thick. And then I'm going to use a more yellowy color end for this one. Go ahead and glue that on. And then cut that off at the right space there. Okay. And then we can glue these together. Well, the rain finally blew out of here. It's going to be a little colder today, of course, you know. Once the skies clear back up, why, winter comes back. And I think it's only going to be like 35, so that's not horrible. Usually we have so much colder, so I really shouldn't complain. Got nothing to complain about. Other people have had tornadoes, floods, 10 tons of snow. We've been really lucky this winter. Although my grandson thinks we're unlucky because he was wanting snow so that he could go ahead and try out his sleds this year. But there's always next year for him, you know. Okay, so I got that glued together. There's our planchette. Now, the tag. As far as this tag goes, I've been using up these tags I bought at Hobby Lobby, this size tag. So I've got one here, and they're just plain, so I didn't want it just plain. So also from that kit, we have this page, and this is the Book of Shadows Journal Kit 3 by RetroFantasy Company. And these pages are really good if you're doing a Gypsy Witch Halloween theme journal, like I said. So I went ahead and cut off just this piece here, which has a little swirlies, because originally on my first one I had that up the back and I thought that looked cute, looked good. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. I just wrap it around. Have to cut it the right size and glue that on here. Go ahead and do that. If I can get this glue to come out, I should have taken care of that beforehand. I still don't hear any birds here in the forest. I think maybe it's too early, but I think they're expecting maybe, oh heavens, come on. The reason why I don't want to use the other glue is because it's going to be too wet. This card is already turned up a bit and I don't want it to be wet. Oh good God, there we go. Oh gosh. Why is it we always have trouble with our glue on these videos and we never plan ahead? I've seen other people have this problem. What in the world is happening? Stick that in there. Get this glue out of here. There we go. I guess I had a jam up. Okay. Get this glue on here. Sorry guys. So I'm making a few videos here. I haven't ever done this before, and I've always enjoyed watching everybody else's videos, and I wanted to share what I have. I haven't seen anybody else try making something like this. I suppose maybe I've just missed it. I don't know. I thought, well, I'll share this. Somebody will be interested in this. Go ahead and put this on there. Get this wrapped on there. Get it lined up good. There we go. There we see. And so you still have a little bit of writing room here on the back if you so choose to make a note. And on the front you still do, but at least it's not plain, you know, like it was. Alright, so now we have to put the, and I just have this hole punch out. I do have a better one, but this worked just great for this. Put the hole in there. And to put the planchette on, I have these, just these little doohickeys, forget what they're called, where you spread out the back. And that'll hold it and let it go around pretty easily. So that's what I used. Okay, now for these little, these aren't stickers, they're just cutouts. Have to glue them on. You've all seen these in the Tim Holtz little ticket things that you can buy, the little packs, but I ran out, and so I got these off of the Graphics Fairy site for free. I had to resize it, of course, because it was bigger, and then printed out a couple. So we're going to put that on last, though, I think. What we want to do is we've got our words. We have fame, fortune, and endless love. Cut out. I just put these on paper, printed them out from my printer. You can use any font you want or any size. Well, it's got to show through there. It couldn't be too big. So we're going to do first the middle one, the endless love one. And what you want to do is make sure it's going to show through that little center hole. Well, I'm going to use this other glue for these papers. These tiny little papers. Oh, now this glue's not coming out either. I'm having a glue issue today. Let's get this one. What is the problem? All of my glues are crazy today. There we go. Alright, endless love. So I'll use first the endless part that has to be at the top. Get a little bit of glue on there. And it's got to go right in the middle. Oops, got to go a little higher. There we go. And then the love part will fit right under there. Endless love. That's my wish always, so you can change these to any words you want, of course. I just had this in my head. Endless love. Now if I turned it over here, okay, so I want the fame one right here. Want to just make sure that your words show through the screen. Fame, endless love. So fortune's gonna be right about here. Alright. I swear, if ever I make another video, it will have my glue come out properly. Alright. Fortune. It's a little sideways, don't you think? Let's change that. Fortune. Okay. Alright. Now, Guess I haven't used this glue for a little bit. It's all jammed up in there. Now for the, oh good gosh, it came off. For the, there we go. Fame, fortune, endless love. For the little hand here, I'm going to distress ink that a bit. Just looks a little too bright, too new. Okay, and we're going to want to put it on there so that it points right about. I'm still having trouble with this one that says fortune. There we go. Alright, we want it to point at the words. So you gotta line that up properly. Right about there. Okay. Get some glue. Oh my god. Get some glue. Oops, that's gonna be a little higher. Okay, right about there. So that's how I did that. I lined it up. Make sure it points to the word. See how that worked? Alrighty. And then for the tickets and the word that says choose your path. Alright, the one down here. Now, oh, I need my stapler. Stapler, because I stapled these on. I thought it gave it more of a texture. So put the inward and outward. I want the outwards bound pointing up. Now what you have to keep in mind here is you want this planchette to be able to move freely. So your tags down here cannot interfere with that. So I think we had to let it come down the bus ticket. I'm going to use this one. Transport service. I think we had to bring it down on the card a bit more to where this moves freely. And then what I did was I just stapled it on there. Just like that. And then choose your path. Goes right on top of there. Because, you know, I had these words from the Tim Holtz, but of course it doesn't have the words that I wanted it to say. So I made my own. I just printed them out on my Word program on a paper and then cut them out. And these are the tags from the Tim Holtz tags. And put choose my path on here. If I can get my glue to come out. Go ahead and get this glued on here. So yeah, I just wanted to show you. I've had this this journal kit for couple years, and had made a couple different journals, and I wanted to show you how I made this tag. Oh, I'm gonna have to tighten that up a bit. So there you go. Really, it's fame, endless love, or fortune, your choice. And there you go. That's how I made that. So I hope you enjoyed that, and have a great day. Thanks for watching here. I will be back soon as I can. Bye-bye.